Good morning. My name is Ajit Rohatgi, and I'm the founder and CTO of Suniva, which is a spin-off from the world-renowned Photovoltaic Center of Excellence at Georgia Tech. Photovoltaics simply means solar electricity, and Tom just gave a great segue to our company. And this is what we make at Suniva. Suniva produces these kinds of solar cells which convert sunlight directly into electrical energy with zero emission and zero pollution. So if you put about 1,200 of these solar cells on top of your roof, you can generate all the energy you need from the sun and reduce your carbon footprint. And this is the promise and significance of our company. The next slide shows you the value change of our business and how Suniva plays into it, and what is our value proposition. Suniva buys silicon solar cells or silicon wafers, and then it uses its patented technology to produce low-cost, high-efficiency solar cells, which form the core of the value chain. It is very much like Pentium inside. And then we sell these solar cells to the customers who string about 70 of the solar cells to form a panel, and then they put about 20 panels on top of the roof to energize the entire house. What we do, Suniva's goal is to produce superior quality solar cells, which are at the right intersection of high conversion efficiency and low cost, which can attain grid parity. And this is very important. By grid parity, I mean being competitive with fossil fuel, which is the holy grail of our industry. Here are some of the accomplishments Suniva has made towards accomplishing that goal. Suniva was founded in August of 2007, and by October 2008, we were in full production, one of the fastest transition from lab to line. Suniva has a production capacity already of 32 megawatt in Georgia. That means we produce 8 million of these solar cells each year, and this capacity will triple by June 2009. We have 60 employees today, and that number will go up to 100 by the end of this year. We already have customer orders, which are north of $1 billion, with a very solid pipeline of $2.2 billion, and this is simply because customers love our product, because high efficiency reduces the number of panels they have to make and install on top of the roof. We have already achieved efficiencies which is on the order of 17 to 18%, which is best in class. These are low-cost screen-printed solar cells. We have recently achieved a major milestone of 20% efficient screen-printed cells, which can bring us very close to grid parity. And these cells have been certified by National Renewable Energy Labs and are the product of several technology innovations, including trapping the light efficiently in the solar cell, novel cell design, and process technologies. We are working very hard to commercialize these next generation cells by 2011. And this slide shows you a picture of our manufacturing facility in Norcross, Georgia, which is a great example of US innovation, quality, and jobs. Thank you very much.
Good morning. It's an honor to be part of this esteemed list of 10. Getting an entrepreneur to speak about his company in 3 minutes is almost as difficult as getting my 4-year-old to eat broccoli. So I'll try very hard. Here we go. What we do is very simple. There are almost $300 billion spent online by people like you and me, where we buy products and services through what are called internet or e-commerce merchants. Of those $300 billion, 3% of every transaction is paid in what's called interchange fees by that online retailer. In addition to that, 3.7 billion, close to 4 billion in fraud costs are all eaten by that e-commerce vendor. Acculink reduces the cost of taking online payments by 50%, and we reduce the fraud online by a factor of 6. We're the only company that has the patent to enable online PIN-based authentication. Our beachhead is to bring PIN debit transactions or PIN debit get payments to the internet. And by doing so, we enable a payment mechanism that's used at the point of sale very successfully. It's 20% of the point of sale market to the internet, where it does not reside today. We're good for the banks, we're good for the merchants, and we're good for the consumer as we promote incremental transactions and we promote additional security. Our product is very simple. It's an online PIN pad that plugs directly into the e-commerce merchant's website. As you can see by the graphic, it's a scrambled PIN pad. There's cryptology and encryption that takes the PIN online through mouse clicks. There's no redirect. There's no additional username or password to use. We basically take the debit card that's in your wallet, and we take the PIN that's in your head. It's a highly successful payment type at the point of sale, and we believe that it's going to be an even more successful payment type online, specifically with the contraction in online credit. Our innovation takes the PIN online in a secure fashion. There are three unique components to that. Number one is the PIN is never in the clear. Number two is we're actually picking up the XY coordinate of the mouse click, not the actual number. And number three, we have a proprietary algorithm that scrambles the PIN pad and takes all of the information back to our data center. We are the most secure online payment available today. We're currently addressing the 300 billion online commerce market. There are 300 million debit cards in circulation today, so that's our user base. And once we're done with online PIN debit, we're going to move to credit cards. Can you imagine using your credit card online today without any second factor of authentication? That won't last too much longer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Jeremy Mason. I'm the Director of Marketing and Sales Operations for Unicoi Systems. It's a pleasure to be listed among the top 10 most innovative technology companies in Georgia, and we're proud to represent Georgia technology around the world. Unicoi Systems was founded in Cumming, Georgia in 2000 around a real-time operating system. We've since grown to a complete line of embedded software products and reference designs, which includes the world's most widely deployed embedded networking stacks. Today, Unicoi Systems lists over 300 enterprise companies, including Scientific Atlanta, Sony, Raytheon, Panasonic, and Saab, and we include a broad range of vertical markets, including consumer electronics and defense and aerospace. Today, we're most popular in the IP media space in things like set-top boxes, VoIP phones, IPTVs, and automotive infotainment. I'm sure many of you are familiar with VoIP phones, and I think you'll be excited with the things that come out in 2009. But Unicoi is ready for the future. And when your refrigerator sends you a text message to remind you to pick up milk on the way home, think of Unicoi Systems. And when your car interrupts a movie to remind you to confirm an appointment with your mechanic that it's made to have you update its worn brake pads, remember Unicoi Systems. Because although we're virtually pervasive in today's IP media device markets, Unicoi is also working with manufacturers to build the next generation technology today. It's all happening now, and it's thanks to our groundbreaking IP media reference design, which has yielded a framework for developing devices with a 30% reduction in development time. This device and this framework lists a custom board and chip configuration running our Fusion RTOS, Fusion Embedded Networking Suite, and our Fusion soft phone with our Fusion web browser as an interface, which allows you to capitalize on an HTML skill set instead of a C or C++ engineering skill set to develop your interface, which can be customized with each client. With that, I encourage you to visit our booth and see the latest and greatest in VoIP web phones that are coming out featuring Unicoi's voice technology and our IP media reference design. Thank you.